Well, earlier at the top of the show, we showed you how to stop robocalls because we all hate those unwanted phone calls. But other businesses out there poll equally unfavorably. According to the Better Business Bureau, car dealers also rating kind of low. So we brought in Peter Kitzmiller. He's the president of the Maryland Automobile Dealers Association to talk more about that. Okay, so you said you rate unfavorably, but you say that that's not really fair.
Every year the same story comes out. New car dealers in Maryland retailed 425,000 new and used cars. So there was 400 complaints. That's a pretty good record if you really look at it very, very closely.
So, I mean, why do you think that car dealers get a bad rap?
I think over the years, buying a car besides buying your house is the second biggest purchase that you make. It's the only thing left besides your house where the item is negotiable. So people they just go in apprehensive, afraid someone's going to take advantage of them. We've done a much better job as dealers the last 10 years changing that perception, but there's a lot of history before that. We got a lot more work to do as well.
Tell me some of the things that you have done to improve that perception.
Well, I think, clearly in the last 10 years, the biggest impact on automobile sales has been the internet. There are now places you can go to do tons of homework and research before you actually go to a dealership to actually look and start to look buying a car. So I encourage everyone, that's a great starting place. Every car manufacturer, every dealer has websites with tons of information about the vehicles, and that's a great place to start.
You know, you say a lot of people have the concern about when they walk onto the lot, the salesperson making a beeline toward you, and then there's some people who say they never get any help from a salesperson. You're kind of like darned if you do, darned if you don't.
Yeah, we're kind of caught in the middle there. But, when you go to the dealership and you've done some homework, don't be apprehensive. Be ready there to ask questions. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is they focus on the price of the car. And the price is very important, but it's a very competitive marketplace. You're going to get a good deal on a new car or truck, but you need to make a decision as to what you're buying. You're going to keep this car 6, 7, 8, 9 years. You can't do that on the internet. You need to go, you need to drive the car. I encourage everyone, when you're going to buy a car, you need to drive the car. I don't care if you think you've done all your research on the internet, you need to drive the car.
What about the dreaded part of the negotiation where the person says, I want to talk to your manager?
Well, I mean, again, a lot of that is changing. That's kind of an old stereotype. The way cars are bought and sold is changing as you go. But again, don't be apprehensive. Ask questions. If you're not getting the answer that you're looking for, ask to talk to somebody else. And if you feel uncomfortable, get up. Go down the street to the next dealership. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you go in there. If you've done some homework, you have some basic knowledge when you go in there, I think you're going to find, again, I would focus on the vehicle. Find the right vehicle for you. The salesperson, that's what they're there to do. A new car dealer spends about $15,000 a person to get a new customer in there. It's about 1/10 of that to keep a customer. So we want repeat customers. That's the way we stay in business. That's the way we're going to be profitable, is by having repeat customers. And the only way that's going to happen is if you are happy with the process when you bought your vehicle.
Most important advice, it sounds like, to be informed.
Absolutely.
All right, Peter Kitzmiller, thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate the good advice. And if you want to read about some of the other industries, which are maybe getting kind of a bad rap from the BBB, head to our website at abc2news.com/infocus, and you'll find out everything you need to know right there.